Okay, so let's get into this real quick. This video is going to be about what the SSA special agents will say to you before they arrest you. Now, it's important to understand some very simple basics about this situation. We're going to go through essentially what the special agent handbook specifically has on what the special agents are supposed to say to you before they arrest you. Now, I was just reading some of the comments from the last video we did, which was a study between essentially some agents getting access on behalf of the SSA to your house with a warrant and what they're allowed to do via the special agent handbook, and those agents who get access to your house without a warrant using ruse. I've seen, I think, four. I think it's BS. This would never fly because the Fourth Amendment. The level of stupidity that I've seen in the comments so far is extravagant. It's absolutely mind-blowing. When you want to go ahead and quote the law, you should know to at least study the case law about what the video is about. And we've done, like, I don't know, 20 videos on it, maybe more. And what really blows my mind about it is that we've done videos where OIG got sued by the people whose houses were searched, where they searched them without a warrant, and they used a ruse to do it. We've done all that. We've covered the most common ruses to get access to your house, the most common phrases of ruses to get you to come out of your house to get them to go into your house. We've covered all of that, and I still have people commenting that it's a violation of this. There's no way it violates the Constitution. And I guess from my standpoint, I have to remember, like, people who are commenting come from all walks of life. I have to calm down. I have to be like, okay. Just relax. Just relax. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They don't have any understanding. They don't even know what case law is for the most part. It's okay. But it is upsetting to me sometimes because the level of intellect in America is like right here, and it should be up here, but it's like right here. And it just gets to me over time because people will call me a liar as a result of their own stupidity. And that is just incredible to me. Watching people who are too incapable of understanding the basics of what the video is about, then calling me a liar because they can't figure it out or they refuse to. That's another thing too. A lot of them are like shut off. They're in their box. They live in their box. That's it. Like when I do case law ones, I'll do a case law. I'll be like, here's the case. Here's the citation. Here's what, and then I'll read directly from the case. I'll be like, I need a citation. I don't believe you. And I'm sitting there just flabbergasted by the level of intellect that is missing from the general audience. It just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. And it's not even like, and here's the thing. I don't expect you guys to just know this case or that case. I don't expect you to know that. But in the video, when you comment on the video about the specific thing that we covered, that you disagree for an unreasonable reason, like, you're an attorney, you're a liar. Boom, there's your reasoning. Oh, I don't like you because you're this. Oh, boom, instant reason. It just makes me think, like, how did these people survive? How did they create the existence that they live within? I don't know. And don't get me wrong, like I'm a friend of conspiracy theorists. I am. I really am. They are the greatest innovators we see. And frankly, with politics, conspiracy theories are turning out to be more true than not. And so from my perspective, it's just weird. I will read directly from the book and they will tell me, no, that's not correct. I will read word for word from it. And they'll go, no, I need a citation. And it blows my mind. I don't know. There's no way to reach a large percentage of people. There's just no way. There's no way. There's no way to get through their brain that they are the greatest harm to themselves, that they are not open to the reality that they exist within. And it upsets me sometimes. Like literally, I was reading the comments on the last video and I was like, oh my goodness, this person did not understand like any of what this video was about. The video opens and answers the exact thing that they said was a lie. And it blows my mind. It just, because at the end of the day, I look at this and I'm like, and think about this. Like, this is why I don't do politics. In politics, you have to convince a bunch of people, a large percentage know what's up. And an even larger percentage have no clue, have lied to themselves 4 times today already, and are thinking that they are the solution to the thing that is the problem. And I'm just like, all right, you know what I mean? I don't know. Does it ever frustrate you guys when you're like talking to somebody and they clearly don't have the basic fundamentals of like connecting the dots? And then you try to help them connect the dots and you explain to them, if you learn this, it'll help you. If you do this, it'll protect you. If you're aware of this, it will structurally make your life a better place. It will raise the standard of living that you have. Your normative intelligence will increase. And then they just spit on you. And you're like, it just blows my mind. Anyways, who would like to see what an ROI report intro looks like? This is it. It's right here. Sorry, it's on my shitty printer right there. This is a report of investigation, Office of Inspector General, Office of the Investigation, Social Security Administration report of investigation. This is like part of their title sheet. Okay. This is what they put at the beginning of claims. Period covered, program category, related case number, report by field division office, status of case, initial report, status report, judicial status report, allegation or reference to most recent report, investigative activity, subjects and or defendants. This is what it looks like. This is it. There will be somebody in the comments who will be like, I don't believe it's true. You made it yesterday. I don't have time for the level of stupidity that comes out sometimes to greet me with his big old smile. I don't have time. Like, and that's the other thing too that bothers me. You get these people who are like, that's not true. I call BS. You must be lying. Blah, 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 blah. I don't believe this. So therefore everything must be a lie. I don't care. Like, I do care, but like at the same time, like, I just don't like you can't, that's why I don't do the politics thing. You have to please people that are idiots over and over again. You have to lie to people nonstop to get them to effectively just lean a little bit your way. That's what these politicians are. I was watching an AOC video the other day. I was watching her make some interesting shit up. I was watching her do that. I was watching her go through items that she was talking about, and then it was a little bit of a curling event and a little bit of a shaping event, a little bit of a shake and a twist and a curvature of the reality. Another one with Bernie. Another one with Trump. Another one with what the hell's his name? Whatchamacallit? I'm sorry, everybody knows him. He's not famous in politics, but like everybody knows him, like outside of politics. That's I forget his name. He pops up on shorts all the time on your phone. At least he does on my phone. I don't know why. He does these things where he like he like tells you a little story about why it's great to be a patriot, and then takes a sip of a coffee mug and his shirt says something and his coffee mug says something. Everybody knows his name except for me at the moment. But the point is, Americans just need to do better. That's just it. Kosher said Justin Bieber. That honestly would be an acceptable answer. I would totally, completely agree with and accept that answer. I'm all for it. That is good. There you go. Kosher said Walter would never make it as a moderator. No, you got to understand something. All day long, I'm a moderator. All day long. Like that. Think about that. I work at a law firm. I own the law firm. I've owned it for 12 years. All day long, I have to bend over for clients and bend over for judges all day long. And then at the end of the day, I come here to release my charismatic, what the hell could you come? How did you arrive at that parking spot in your brain with that shit idea? How did you get there? Did you turn the wheel and beep it a little? I don't. Anyways, to all the people who are going to want a citation to what the front page of an ROI normally looks like, just go look it up yourself. I can't find it. You know why you can't find it? Because it's called a keyboard and it sits in front of you. And it's part of a device that allows you to search. And if you search things on it, you might have to do more than just go to Google. Oh man, so many people are like, I looked up what you said and I couldn't find it, so I think you're a liar. I'm cool with that. Just don't breed. Don't make any more of you. Please, just no more of you. Just that's all I ask. Just don't make more. You know what I mean? Like if you make another one, then maybe let somebody else raise the child during the, informative years of academia, such as college, right? Although, to be honest, the colleges nowadays are just not even getting into that. All right, let's go into it. Here it is. Social Security Office of Inspector. Here is the advice of your rights. Here's what the Social Security Administration special agents will say to you before they arrest you or even do other interactions with you. All right, here we go. And there's many interactions they can do with you, by the way, for the person who just only sees one on the brain. I'm not even getting into it. Before you are asked any questions, I want to advise you of the following rights. So here's what they have to tell you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you answer any questions and to have a lawyer with you during questioning if you wish. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. I have read the above advice of rights, or it has been read to me, and I understand these rights. You, the arrested recipient of benefits, will date here, time there, and sign there. Okay, next one. Waiver. I waive my right to remain silent and my right to have a lawyer present with me. No promises or threats have been made to me, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me. I know and understand what I am doing. Date, time, signature, investigator's printed name, witness's printed name. It's usually another investigator. Investigator's signature, witness signature. This report contains sensitive law enforcement material and is the property of the Social Security Administration, Office of the Inspector General, SSA OIG. It may not be copied or reproduced without written permission from the SSA OIG. This report is for official use only, and its disclosure to unauthorized persons is strictly prohibited and may subject the disclosing party to liability. Public availability to be determined under 5 U.S.C. Section 552, 552A. This one came from a Freedom of Information Act. Flip the page. Now, this is like custody. You're going into custody. You're going to custody world where you're having a custody time. Now we're going to do non-custodial. Okay? Advice of rights. And this is the more pleasant one. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent and make no statement at all. Any statement you do make may be used as evidence against you in criminal proceedings. You are not in custody. You are free to leave or terminate this interview at any time. You notice how they don't bring up lawyers in that one? Let me read it to you again real quick. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent and make no statement at all. Any statement you do make may be used as evidence against you in criminal proceedings. You are not in custody. You are free to leave or terminate this interview at any time. Waiver of rights. I'm pointing to it because I'm so sick of people being like, I think it's a lie because I couldn't find it after one search on Google. Waiver of rights. I have read this statement of rights. I understand that my rights are. I have been advised as the general nature of the inquiry being made. No promises or threats have been made to me, and no pressure or coercion of any kind has been used against me. I'm willing to make a statement and answer questions voluntarily. Signature. Name printed. Special agent. Witness. Date. Non-custodial. You are not stuck there. You can go to Waffle House. You understand the difference? No Waffle House. Waffle House. No IHOP. Extra pancakes. I just want to make it clear because I know I'm dealing with different levels of, intellectual quotients here, okay? I'm just pissed. Like the comments on the other video, I was just like, are you shitting me? All right, here we go. This report contains sensitive law enforcement material and is the property of the Social Security Administration Office of the Inspector General, SSA OIG. It may not be copied or reproduced without written permission from the SSA OIG. This report is for official use only. Remember, they say this because they don't want you making something like this yourself. And to some degree, like, this is like a standard operating whatever. I mean, the only thing it does is basically tell you your basic rights, which you should know. You should be able to know. And that's why in a Freedom of Information request, they sent it out uninhibited. So, all right, the report is for official use only, and its disclosure to unauthorized persons is strictly prohibited and may be subject to the disclosing party to liability. Public availability to be determined under 5 U.S.C. section 552, 552A. Okay. So the point of this is now you know what they're going to say to you before they arrest you, and now you know what they're going to say to you before you go to Waffle House. In the non-custodial version. William Wallace. I like that name. Great movie. Great movie. Although, obviously, historically, a very flawed but amazing character. Very amazing character. Let me put a little heart on that. He said, thanks for everything you do. You are in my prayers, sir. And I super appreciate that because, it's man, look, it's just been from computers breaking to printers breaking to having to get reports done, having to get things fixed. It's just been like, Let's keep reading. Over here. Then they have one in Spanish. I'm going to read it to you as somebody who's very bad at Spanish. That way you can enjoy the great diction and syntax I use with not knowing how to pronounce these words. Let's do it. Let's just have fun. Here we go. Advertencia de derechos. Antes de hacer cualquier pregunta, yo quiero advertir de los siguientes derechos. Usted tiene el derecho a permanecer en silencio. Cualquier cosa que usted diga puede ser utilizado en su contra en la corte. Usted tiene el derecho de consultar con un abogado antes de que usted conteste cualquier pregunta y tenerlo presente durante el interrogatorio si lo desea. Si usted no puede pagar a un abogado, uno será asignado antes de usted ser interrogado si los desea. Now we have had a night. That was good. Let me tell you, I hope you enjoyed that. All right, let's go over to Office of Inspector General, Social Security, statement of page 1 of blah, blah, blah. I blank hereby make the following free and voluntary sworn statement to who has identified him or herself to me as a special agent with the Office of Inspector General, Social Security Administration. In this, they're saying, hey, you had notice, you were aware, okay, at the end of the day, that basically the person who is helping you make this statement out in the sense of providing you a form, that you are aware of who they are and what their purpose is. That's part of the reason they put in, who has identified him or herself to me as a special agent with the Office of Inspector General, Social Security Administration. This is a statement of recipient, statement of claimant, or it could be a third-party statement as well. Okay, this is what they use to collect statements, right? Simple. It's just like an SSA 795, just like it. Okay. All right. And they have more here too. They more, and it just keeps just template forms that basically they use as a part of the practice. Let's see. Diana, thank you for the $2 donation. I super appreciate that. Walter, I'm on your side. You rock. Thank you. So this is good. I feel a little better. I'm going to wake up, going to work. It is what it is. Please remember, if you enjoy these videos, don't drive me up the wall with a comment where you're like, I've searched Google for exactly 0.3 seconds and I just can't seem to find anything about this. Therefore, you must be completely incorrect. And the Constitution says this. Please just save me from the level of inaccuracy, the level of mental incontinence that I seem to be seeing. Just please save me from those comments. It's just, So with that said, My apologies for not having the usual video. I had to unleash some of the excitement and happiness I have in my life. With that said, I will catch you all later. Please remember to sleep well. I will try to go live again this weekend to answer questions for free. It is a long weekend. It is a holiday weekend. It is a federal holiday weekend. So with that said, I will catch you all a little bit later. And at the end of the day, yeah, William Wallace, just say you can't handle the truth. That's so true. It's so some people just don't handle the truth. They just don't want to know what it is. They prefer to just lie to themselves. And I'm okay with that. Like a certain level of like being ignorant to the reality that's around us. Everybody lives in that. I agree. But some of those comments of the past video, I was just like, how do they get so egotistical, but yet have such a lack of gray matter? The equation just doesn't seem to equal on both sides, you know? Anyways, I will catch you all a little bit later. Please remember to like and subscribe. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and we will get some good sleep now. All right, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.